Hello guys, Roberto here again. Time for another Health Detective Talk. Today's part 2 on depression. Now, this is one of those topics I wish I did not have to talk about, but unfortunately there are many people in this country, well over 1 million people, who are afflicted with anxiety and depression. And there's too many people, and not just adults, but kids who are on medication and drugs. I would never tell you to get off your drugs without consulting your doctor first. However, I'm also here to tell you and try to demonstrate to you here in a second that there are things that are stressing you out that are leading to your depression that are good natural ways of reversing it, preventing it, and managing it. So let's jump into it. Once again, today's part 2, we talk more about the solutions. In order to offset depression, you have to have a good, healthy gut flora. That goes for anything about your health, guys, whether it's your mental health, your physical health, your joint health, your circulatory health, your respiratory health, your sexual health. You've got to have good gut flora. Without gut flora, without a good, healthy gut, you've got major problems. Fermented foods, because they put good bacteria into your gut. Now, I'm talking fermented stuff like kefir, vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus. You have to let those sit for several days in a jar with vinegar and some salt. You can look online look up online for some recipes for that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but that will put good bacteria into your gut. Vitamin D3 is another one. Vitamin D is a very potent vitamin. It's more of a hormone really than it is a vitamin. And it has a lot of good healing properties associated with the metabolism. Sunshine. Now, there are a lot of people who are afraid of sunshine. I'm just here to tell you, everybody needs a little bit of sun. If you're afraid of cancer, you can look at some of my other blogs and articles on sunshine. There's a certain time of the day that where the sun is not as intense and will not do as much damage. But you also need to condition yourself to tolerate more sun at a time. So don't go out and just, after Roberto said on depression part 2, to lay in the sun for an hour. Don't do that. Build yourself up, get acclimatized to getting more and more sunshine. And sunshine throughout the body, just not on your hands and your arms, on your back, on your legs, as much as possible. Vitamin B12 has been shown to increase serotonin. Serotonin is your feel-good, happy hormone. Now, there are some good food sources of vitamin B12, and if you have a hard time with that, there's some good supplements out there you can purchase. Cacao raw, which is the derivative for chocolate. Now, I'm not talking Nestle's Quick here, guys. Dark chocolate of at least 80% or better has been shown to help with depression. It also should have at least 4 grams of fiber in it. 4 grams of fiber. Lavender oil. Now, you can use lavender oil directly on your skin. You can also use lavender oil in your bath water. There's also, I believe, lavender salts and that kind of thing too, with Epsom salts, which is a good recipe. So do that, a good lavender oil bath in conjunction with maybe some Epsom salt every night, and it would really do wonders for help soothing you. Rhodiola tea. Tea or herb. Rhodiola has been found to help a lot with depression and anxiety. You can also, like I said, purchase it in a tea form. Fatty fish. Now, most of these talks that I do, you hear a lot about omega-3. Omega-3 we don't get enough of as Americans because we consume too much omega-6. But omega-3, the best source of omega-3 and DHA is found in fatty fish, such as salmon, such as mackerel, such as anchovies, sardines. So those are some of your better sources of omega-3s. Now, if you don't like eating those types of things, you can also get a good omega-3 type of oil, like a capsule or something. Blueberries. Blueberries are very powerful. They're good antioxidants, of course. And anytime there's oxidation occurring in the body, it can cause a lot of disorders, even leading to brain disorders. Bone broth. Now, some of you know me personally. I'm a very big believer in bone broth. Bone broth has a lot of good qualities with calcium and some other components that really help healing the body. It helps when you're sick. It helps elevate your mood. It helps to stimulate certain metabolic functions within the body as well, like bones and ligaments and those sort of things. So bone broth is also good to do while you're in a fasting state. So because it doesn't fill the body like regular food does, but it still is packed with a lot of nutrients and minerals. So bone broth is a good source. Once again, now cut out the sugar, the grains, and the alcohol, because all you're doing there is pouring fuel on the fire if you're having some sort of any disease really, and also related to depression and anxiety, just adding fuel to the fire of depression. A few more to go here. Turmeric and nutmeg. Turmeric and nutmeg are very good because they help to increase the brain chemical stimulation upstairs in the old noggin up there. So turmeric is good, and so is nutmeg. Nutmeg, of course, is a spice. Now, this is not really related to nutrition, but helping other individuals, such as volunteering in your church, volunteering for PTA, volunteering doing some community services. It seems like when you reach out and you help other people, you really don't worry about yourself as much. And I believe there's a blessing involved there too from God. So that is one area also. You're reaching out to help other people in life. Walking barefoot on the grass or beach, on grass that is natural grass, not grass that is sprayed with Roundup or weed and feed, because that is called earthing. It has been proven by many holistic sources that earthing at least 15 to 20 minutes a day has a very soothing effect on the body. It stimulates your lymphatic system. So there's a lot of good benefits to walking barefoot. Now, notice it says grass or sandy beach. That does not mean walking barefoot around on the carpet. Okay? There's a difference. Listening to soothing music. Now, heavy metal, headbanging music, in my opinion, is not soothing music. Listen to soothing music that is going to relax you and not going to elevate your sympathetic nervous part of the system. You want to be more parasympathetic in there. Now, if you don't know what those two are, I just did a series on the nervous system, immune system connection, so go back and listen to that and you'll find that out. There's a difference between the parasympathetic, which is a more calming, relaxation part of the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, and the sympathetic, which is a more stimulating, upbeat, get yourself out of the bed in the morning, kick some butt, get on your game face type of stimulation. Of course, the last one, be active and exercise. Now, go back and listen to my Health Detective talk on activity versus exercise. There is a difference. If you exercise too much, too intensely, you can make your depression and anxiety worse. It all depends on what your chemical makeup is inside. Activity is totally different. Activity is something like walking, hiking, playing badminton with some friends, going for a nice leisurely bike ride with some friends, playing frisbee on the beach. That's more activity. Heavy duty exercise is more weightlifting. I got to beat the other guy. I got to win. I got to win. I got to win. I got to win. Hey, look, hey guys, I'm a competitive guy myself. I believe in that kind of stuff. But you can't do it every day, 8 hours a day. You just can't do it. It'll kill you. So you have to differentiate between being active and exercise. Put more emphasis on activity and some emphasis, minimal emphasis on exercise. Now guys, you might be asking yourself, well, Roberto, there's no way in heck I can do all this stuff. Just doing all this stuff will make me more stressed out and depressed. You don't have to do all this stuff. You pick out the areas maybe where you're lacking in here and you go for it. Sometimes you have to do just a trial and error thing too, to find out where you're lacking, to find out what works best for you. And let me just leave you with this. If you have severe depression or anxious thoughts, guys, go see a good counselor. And I recommend a good Christian type counselor, but go see a good counselor and get some help. Seriously. Guys, these topics are meant to educate you, to enlighten you, and to peel away the layers of what really is going on with your body relative to disease, to nutrition, to exercise, to weight loss, to weight gain, to sports performance. That's the purpose of these health detective talks. Now, I've been doing this for over 35 years, and I've seen a lot of things come down the pipe. Guys, I'm not saying I know everything, but I know a lot of things. And I'm not trying to be braggadocious here, but I've helped a lot of people over the years. If you're interested in sitting down with me just one-on-one, I do one-on-one sessions. I do training sessions with exercise. I do nutritional sessions. I do evaluation sessions, looking at your hormone panels, looking at your lab results from your doctor. If you want me to break those down and look at the more optimal way of doing things. My number is 816-405-7703. Please contact me. My email is rwpsports@yahoo.com. I'd be more than happy to work with you. Take care. God bless you and your families. Bye-bye.